Diego Armando Maradona, a name that will resonate till the end of time whenever the discussion about who is football's greatest ever player is opened. The Argentinian number 10 was unplayable during his time. With a football magnet in his feet, it was near impossible to get the ball off him. Maradona for both Argentinians and Napoli supporters, as he was crucial for their winning historical titles. However, to every tale, there is an end, and Maradona's story did not end the way everyone wanted it to. The boy with glowing, ambitious eyes joined Napoli and changed history. However, he left it devoid of any hope. In today's video, we will go through the main reason behind the downfall of one of the most iconic names to ever grace the green rectangle. You'd think that Maradona reached his full potential the way he performed and the titles he managed to lift. The truth is, that was not even his final form. Due to his drug addiction, Maradona's physical condition was understandably not at its best, and with him being banned multiple times for drug abuse, Diego's story with the beautiful game ended in an ugly way. In an interview with Argentina's TYC Sports back in 2014, Maradona said, "I gave my opponents a big advantage due to my illness. Do you know the player I could have been if I hadn't taken drugs?" Even he was aware of the negative impact drugs had on both his health and career. Since his early days in Argentina, Maradona was dependent on prescribed medication due to his malnourished physique as a child. During his teenage years, Diego was dependent on medicine and painkillers as he was exposed to heavy tackles week in and week out because of the way he used to play the beautiful game. It was either to have his career obstructed or force himself to fight on and play despite being injured, and he found himself the primary source of income for his family. Diego chose the latter path. Some believe that the reason he started to use cocaine later on was his dependency on painkillers and injections since a young age, as he considered these drugs as a coping mechanism that would help him push through the pain barrier. With money and fame coming in strong and quickly, Diego's exposure to hard drugs was nothing but a matter of time. In 1982, Maradona left Argentina to join Barcelona. The 22-year-old at the time was at the beginning of his career and expected to take Europe by storm with the Catalan club. However, Diego spent 2 years in Spain, winning only 3 domestic titles. His career with the Spanish club was not how it was expected because of injuries, illness, and even on-field controversial incidents. During his time in Spain, Maradona heavily indulged in the party scene. This is where he had his first encounter with cocaine. Jimmy Burns, the author of the Maradona biography, Hand of God, said he began taking cocaine when he was in Barcelona because he thought it was like drinking Cuba Libres while in the nightclubs. In 2017, Diego confessed that he first took drugs when he was at Barca, aged 24, and described it as being the biggest mistake of his life. In 1984, Diego joined Napoli in the Italian league. Maradona's period in Italy was when he reached his peak as he helped Napoli put an end to the northern team's domination of the league by winning their first Serie A championship in 1986 before adding the second in 1990. He was also crucial for Napoli winning the UEFA Cup in 1989, and let us not forget his triumph in the 1986 World Cup hosted in Mexico. Despite the success Diego had during his time in Italy, it was there that his drug addiction became worse. With his godlike demeanor, powerful personality, and being surrounded by powerful people, Maradona had everything at the tips of his fingers. From sexual workers to hard drugs, everything was at Diego's disposal in the blink of an eye. While in Italy, Diego got involved with the Naples Mafia as he started attending private parties organized by senior figures of the Camorra. Diego's controversies at Napoli did not go unnoticed by the club's administration, as it is said that he received US $70,000 worth of fines from his club for different reasons, such as missing games and practices. However, The final straw was in 1991 when Maradona was banned for 15 months by the Italian football authorities for testing positive for cocaine. A ban that saw the Argentinian bid farewell to the club he was most successful in the ugliest of ways. Fast forward 3 weeks. Diego was arrested with 2 of his friends in Buenos Aires for possessing half a kilo of cocaine, which resulted in him being banned from football altogether. The police put his apartment under surveillance and waited about 2 hours before crashing in to find the 3 men in an intoxicated state. When escorted out of his place, Diego tried to maintain his confident demeanor, but eventually crashed down crying by the time the police car arrived at the station. His arrest scene was something out of the Godfather trilogy or the Sopranos TV series. After serving his ban, Diego joined Sevilla before going back to Argentina to play for Newell's Old Boys. In 1994, he earned a call back to the Argentina squad to play in the 1994 World Cup held in America. Diego managed to score an outstanding goal against Greece in the group stage and celebrated it wildly as he ran towards the camera screaming and staring devilishly. You'd have expected that Maradona's redemption arc was going to be accomplished. Well, he was sent home before the end of the tournament for testing positive for using a banned substance which led him to being banned for the 2nd time. Maradona commented on his ban saying, "They have retired me from soccer. I don't think I want another revenge. My soul is broken." Maradona's official career end only came in 1997 when he was playing for Boca Juniors. You guessed it right. It was because he was banned for a 3rd time for failing another drug test. Although his failure was officially described as due to prohibited substances, Boca president at the time, Mauricio Macri, said that he was told cocaine had been present in Diego's urine sample. Maradona's drug abuse did not end with his footballing career as he suffered an overdose in 2000. With the drugs taking their toll on Diego's body, he was forced to have multiple surgeries to save his life. It is said that Diego succeeded in overcoming his drug addiction in 2004 as he told Tutanapoli in 2017. "For 13 years, I haven't taken anything and I feel great." The legendary footballer sadly passed away in 2022 after suffering from heart failure days after undergoing brain surgery. However, his memory still lives on all over the world, with clubs like Napoli changing their stadium's name from the San Paolo to Stadio Diego Armando Maradona. Many would consider El Pibe del Oro as the world's best ever footballer. But imagine if he never had that crazy lifestyle and was never exposed to drugs. We think that the GOAT debate would have never happened in that case. Thank you for joining us today. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons for more videos like this. Until next time.